Hey guys, and welcome to the fourth episode of my FIFA 16 Borussia Dortmund Career mode, and today we are going to start off with a game against Bayern Munich, which is away from home at the Allianz Arena. And it should be an easy enough game. I would have thought, it's just Bayern Munich or whatever. We go off to an absolute brilliant start here as we go 1-0 down, thanks to Arturo Vidal putting that away. And yeah, as you can imagine, Bayern away from home was not going to be the easiest game. So yeah, we go 1-0 down very early on, and I was like, I'm a little bit worried. Is Bayern, we're going to have to manage to score against them and all that great stuff. But we go into half-time 1-0 down. They've only had one shot to our 4, yet they're on the lead. We also have more possession, which was quite confusing considering it's Bayern Munich of all teams. Right here in the 60th minute, Douglas Costa just abuses that pace and decides to cross it into the back post where Lewandowski is waiting and finishes that to make it 2-0. I really thought Hummels should have got to it, but he didn't, and they go 2-0 up, which is, just disappointing, to be honest. And yeah, I kind of was like, oh fuck's sakes, I'm going to lose. I got a little bit frustrated, made some bad slide tackling challenges like right there, and then they pass it straight through to Xabi Alonso. A brilliant ball from Lewandowski. I don't know, he wasn't actually aiming for him, but that's kind of like what happened in the end. And they make it 3-0, and at this point I was like, I'm going to have to score, I'm going to have to start scoring now if I want to get back into this. With only 20 minutes left, I need 3 goals to at least get the draw. It starts off well with playing it over to Aubameyang, unfortunately them intercepting it, but Aubameyang gets it back off Benatia, and Aubameyang smashes that near post to make it 3-1. 76 minutes gone, and there was still a chance. There was not much of a chance, but there still was a chance to come get a draw, maybe even a win from this game, but it was pretty unlikely, especially against a team like Bayern Munich. Yeah, just before full time though, we have the ball again. Royce plays it up to Aubameyang. Fortunately, Benatia, intercepts again, but he fucks up again, and Aubameyang wins it back. Aubameyang shoots, Aubameyang scores. It's 3-2, 87 minutes gone now, and there is a chance to level it up. 3 minutes left. It's doable, but it's not quite that likely, but we'll see what happens. Although Aubameyang, 11 goals already in the Bundesliga, he's playing absolutely amazing this season. But yeah, unfortunately that's how it is going to finish, with them winning 3-2, which was, it's like disappointing that we lost, but I think we actually had a pretty good game, and it could have gone either way. Like, I reckon it should have been a draw. It was a close game, but after Socrates picked up that 3-week injury, or 3 months, I can't remember, month or something, I don't know, but I got just some free agent centre back that could go in the second team for a bit, just for a couple weeks or whatever, until Socrates is back. But yeah, we go into this game against Mainz, and at halftime it is 0-0, and we're dominating on shots. However, they have 62% possession. Yet at halftime against Bayern, we had more position than them. That's what I hate about this game. With the lower teams, they seem to have more position because they just pass around the back. Right here, Insigne just does beautifully to go around his man, and takes a shot. Goalkeeper saves, but he scores the rebound to make it 1-0. And I think that's one of the first goals he scored for me. He's barely really done too much. I brought him off the bench in this game, I think, and he does score, but he's been alright for me, but not great. And yeah, it's his first goal in the Bundesliga. I think it's his first goal of me playing with him as well. I don't know if he scored in the Champions League or whatever, but yeah, we make it 1-0 there just before, well, just to end it. We have slightly less possession once again, but we had a lot more shots, and I think we deserved the win. We go into another game here, and I'm starting to sim quite a bit. I don't know if I simmed any last episode. I've recorded a few ahead, and basically I'm just simming a lot because I want to get through the season quickly so I can potentially do another season of this career mode and try get some better players. Maybe I'll even use a financial takeover, but we'll see about that. And right here, Aubameyang just said he wants to leave. I had nothing, he wanted to leave, and then I think that was the board that sent the email saying he must be sold. I don't know if that was this one. No, that was the one where I think he said that he's homesick or whatever. But yeah, we go into another game here against Augsburg. and we win it 4-0 with the simulation. And we have another game here, and I'm not really too bothered about the cup. Like, I might play if it gets, you know, harder games or whatever, but at this point in time, it's like a home game against Bremen, and we get a 2-1 win. However, on his debut, I don't know how to say his name, but he got a red card, which was, you know, like a little bit disappointed in him, but, you know, whatever. We play another game against Bremen, this time in the league, and once again I'm going to sim it, this time though with the strong team. And we get a 3-0 win with Aubameyang scoring a double. However, he did miss a penalty as well, which, you know, I mean, it's not too bad. He scored 2 or whatever. But we go into a game against Zenit here. And, you know, the team was a little bit tired, but I was like, fuck it, you know, we can still use this team. It's good. And, you know, they're all in form, so it should be a good game. Aubameyang plays it over to Riyad Mahrez early on, and Riyad Mahrez with another finesse finish to make it 1-0, and he's actually turning into a good player. He has his like off days and stuff, but when he gets it onto that left foot and he finesses it, he is just so deadly. He gets so much power and whip on it that the goalkeeper really doesn't have a chance against him. And yeah, we make it 1-0. I think that was a half-time score. Yep, we're winning 1-0, and once again dominating on possession for them, but they have 0 shots, which it's just kind of weird. And right here, like, what the fuck is their goalkeeper doing? Eventually they lose the ball, Mahrez picks it up, Berber spin inside, Mahrez smashes that into the near post, and that was his first goal that wasn't a finished shot. And I was surprised that he actually scored it, because, you know, he's had other chances where I haven't finished it, and he just really hasn't scored. However, this time, does the Berber spin, cuts inside, and just smashes that near post. And we make it 2-0 with a Mahrez double in the Champions League once again. So that's 2 of the games in the Champions League now where he's got doubles. And Insigne is breaking away here. He plays it over to Mohamed Salah, and Mohamed Salah's shot gets saved. It falls to Insigne. And I tried to just, you know, hit it first time, like off balance, but he takes this little touch inside, which kind of like flicks it up, and then he just like places it in the bottom corner. I was like kind of confused, but quite happy as well that he managed to, you know, do that so well. And the goalkeeper just, you know, really left stranded, and we make it 3-0 with Insigne's second goal for the club in total, and it's come in like 2 or 3 games or whatever. So that's, you know, pretty good. I was happy with that. Once again, they had more possession. However, they only had 1 shot on target, 3 shots in total. We deserved the win. Maybe not 3-0, maybe like 2-0 or something, but we deserved the win. And we go into a game against Schalke here. We're at home, once again, playing the strongest side and hoping to get a win. We start off and it's in the snow, and I just hate the snow. I can't even see. I think this was the first game in the snow. The 3 games in a row, I believe, are all in the snow, and I just forgot to change it. Also, I'm not sure about the ball. If the ball was always yellow, then it was, but I've only noticed it being yellow when I was playing in the snow, and I keep forgetting to like check if it's yellow when I'm not playing in the snow. So yeah, that was I'm like kind of confused about that. I've still got to check it. But Marco Reus gets us off to a good start anyway in the 24th minute with a nice goal. Interesting finish, but it works. Once again, you know, hard to see, but we get the ball here with Riyad Mahrez. Riyad Mahrez decides to use a Berber spin to cut inside, goes around his man, and that guy doesn't pick him up, and just another finished shot into the top left corner to make it 2-0. And, you know, despite the snow and despite me like struggling quite a bit, I was putting away the chances that I did get, and that is how we were able to make it 2-0 with just, you know, a brilliant finish once again by Riyad Mahrez. And he's turning up. Finally, like, he's actually doing something. He's scored 4 in the Champions League and 3 in the Bundesliga now, which is about time too, because he had been doing absolutely nothing before. And, you know, looking at the halftime stats, apparently we only have 2 shots with 1 on target, yet we have 2 goals. So don't really know how that works, EA, but alright. Reus on the ball here, does a nice little attempted cut inside, gets the ball back, somehow gets through, and then finishes it into the near post to make it 3-0, which gives Reus, I believe, his double for this game. Did he score the first? I'm pretty sure he scored the first goal. For some reason I feel like he didn't now, but I'm sure he did at the time anyway. Reus makes it 3-0 here, and gee, that pretty much does it for this game. You know, it was, at this point, you know, it was game over. It was 86 minutes, and yeah, we won 3-0. So yeah, that was absolutely dominating performance. Once again, less possession, but more shots on target, and more goals. So yeah, I can't really complain about not having possession if we're going to win quite so easily. Once again, we have another game here, which I believe I'm going to I'm going to play this one against Hamburg. I think it will be the last actual played game of this episode. And yeah, once again in the snow. And yeah, half time, I believe it's 0-0. And you know, stats, we had more position this time. However, you know, shots on target the same. However, we had 3 more shots in them. Unfortunately, not putting them on target. But right here, like, what the fuck are they doing? They're passing it around the back. I think their position goes up quite a lot, because after half time they were just trying to keep the ball and not lose, and then they fuck it up in the 88th minute, or the 87th minute or whatever, with this stupid pass back to the goalkeeper with a bad touch. Bamiyang pounces on it and Bamiyang scores, so we make it, that's his 15th goal in the Bundesliga. We make it 1-0, and yeah, it was just stupidity from the AI. Like, I don't understand, like, sometimes they're so good, and then other times they're just so bad. There's no, like, in between. They're either good or just absolutely terrible. And it's, you know, it's the legendary computer. However, Adler had made some pretty good saves that game. It says Berkey made like 16. He was like man of the match or whatever, but he only really caught crosses and stuff. So yeah, I don't really know what they're saying with that. Once again, we have a game against Ghent, and I'm going to simulate it because there is really no point in me playing it. We've basically won it, and it's against Ghent. Like, there's no point in me playing it. We get the 1-0 win with Ghent in the 89th minute. And yeah, we have another simmed game against Stuttgart here. We're getting close to the transfer window now, where there's only 2 games in the entire transfer window. So after that, this is basically it. But that's it for this episode. If you have enjoyed, please feel free to like and subscribe and all that stuff. And yeah, I will see you